Now we begin our power practice. So come to a nice tall seat and get centered. Imagine roots growing down where you are supported, where you find safety, purpose. And ground down all the way to the very center of the earth here. And get clear on your intention. Nice big deep breaths. Fill up. And exhale. Couple more. Big deep inhale. And exhale. And we'll begin with some frog squats here. Coming up on your toes. Heels together, knees apart. On your inhale, drop your hips to your heels. Exhale, straighten up your legs. And get that rhythm and breath going. Use your belly to push the air out as you go up. And gain some speed here. Let's get them done. 108. If you do 108 frogs every day, you will grow younger, as they say. For us people aging, it's nice that there is a remedy. Now, starting with about 10 is good for most people. Work your way up to 108 if you so desire to grow younger. And do these every day. And so when you're old, you can still reach the ground. And keep that rhythm going. And if you're noticing a burning sensation in your thighs, do your best to just savor that sensation. Alright, and coming on up, Waheguru. And on your back, hands on your kneecaps. Exhale as you pull your knees into your chest. Inhale, arms length. Little side view of that. And 6 of these here. Nice smooth breath. Inhale, knees out. Exhale, knees to chest. Just letting everything calm and smooth. Doing your best to bring relaxation to your jaw, your neck, and shoulders. Keeping that breath nice and smooth. Alright, and then we begin stretch pose. Stretches the mental capacity. Here, round out your low back and begin pumping your belly. Use your transverse abdominis muscles to push the air in and out your nose. About 54 of these here. In a nice low boat. Keep stretching your toes away from your head. Make sure your jaw's nice and relaxed. Get that pumping going, moving that air. Build a fire in the umbilical area. This is very good for you. And then come up into a nice high boat. Press out your heels and palms. Keep pumping your belly. And relaxing your jaw. Do your best to stay up and solid. It's a very, very intense pose. And you just do your best here. After about a year of doing these every day, it didn't really get any easier. It wasn't until about 2 years of doing these every day that finally got nice and easy. And then after the 54th breath, go ahead and lay down, Nice, smooth, deep breaths. Count 6 of them. And then come up onto a seat here. Nice easy seat. We will begin some seated cat-cows, starting with the low spine. Inhale, rock forward on your hips. Exhale, round out, rock back. Continue that motion with breath. Inhaling forward, exhaling back, nice and smooth. Inhale forward, fill up. Exhale, relax your jaw, neck, and shoulders. A little side view here. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. 2 more times. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhaling forward, and relax on your exhale. Round it out. And then move your hands up onto your knee. We're going to isolate the mid-spine the best we can here. Inhale, push your ribs forward. Exhale, push your ribs back. Inhale, push your ribs forward. Exhale, round it all out. Push them back. And get a nice steady movement with your breath here. And make sure you're bringing your attention to where you can soften, where you can relax. You can just find more ease in your pose, in your life. Keeping that breath nice and steady, nice and smooth. And then your hands up to your shoulders, fingers in front, thumbs behind. On your inhale, pull your elbows back and apart. On your exhale, bring them together as close as they go. Inhale, bringing your elbows up and back. Exhale, rounding out. And still checking out where you can soften and where you can relax here. Finding lots of ease, keeping that nice smooth breath going. Inhale, open. Exhale, round it out. We'll do some twists. So inhaling tall center, exhale, twist to one side. Inhale center, exhale, twist other side. And keep going here. Find that nice long tall spine on the inhale. And a nice gentle twist on the exhale. And just getting to know your spine, getting to know your body, building this wonderful relationship. Nice full inhales, nice cleansing exhales. Just notice where you can soften, relax, and let go. And bring in the ease. Nice big deep breaths. Do your best to stay tall in the twists. Bringing out all the wonderful things that you don't need anymore here. Letting go of all the toxins and different things. And then we'll begin the nose X's. So imagine you have a pencil on your nose. Let's draw 1 slash mark of an X. Inhaling, nose up to the ceiling meets the wall. Exhale, nose to armpit. And doing your best to relax and soften the jaw. And just get really familiar with your wonderful neck. Nice job, neck. Holding the head is such a wonderful thing. And just keep these nice and smooth, just finding that gentle range of motion you have on your neck. And after about 6 on one side, keeping those breaths nice and smooth, let's do 6 on the other side. Nice and steady. If you notice your mind wandering, just gently guide it back to where you can relax, where you can soften. And really noticing that pause in between the breaths is the first level of infinity. One thing about our lives is we will have our breath as long as we are alive. Do a little down dog. Pedal it out. Twist your hips, drop a knee. Notice your connection points. Drop into a little high plank. Set that up, a little updating a high plank, and then press back into down dog. Just do a few of these. Low plank. Up dog. Pull your shoulders back here to do a very good example. I have to put my hand kind of in the center. The one-handed. There's always modifications. Just checking out where you can relax your jaw, let your face dangle. Bring your feet on up to your hands. Come up to a half lift, fold forward, and then lift with your shoulders here. Sweep your arms up. Nice big deep inhale. And then we'll do some side bends. A couple breaths here. Open up the side body. Do your best to stay straight in a line here, not bending forward or back. The other side, a couple nice big deep breaths. And then come as tall as you can and lean back. Be nice and gentle with the spine. And then stretch out both hands here. If I could put my other hand out, I would. I'm trying to at this moment, but due to a motorcycle injury, does not respond too well. It's getting better though. Keep trying. And so just taking this time to invest into a posture, a nice tall spine. Lift the crown of your head, press out your heels. Keep spreading your shoulders apart, getting your body as big as it can. And one more big deep breath, and shake it all out. Fold forward, a little halfway lift, and high plank, down to low plank. Now up dog, downward facing dog. A few nice inhales and exhales here, just cleansing out, really familiar with your contact points in the mat here. Where do you ground? Where do you connect? All right, wind it up. Empty your breath. And bring your feet on up to your hands. Come up to a halfway lift. Fold forward. Mountain pose. Or no, chair pose actually. Here we go. Sink in nice and deep. And then down to full chair, hips to heels. And inhale halfway up. Take a nice nice breath here. And inhale all the way up to standing. Arms up and bring your arms down. Alright. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, halfway chair. Big breath in. And exhale, sink your hips all the way down. Full chair or rock pose. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, stay. Inhale, big breath in. And fold forward. Halfway lift. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Nice big deep breaths. And then step your right foot forward for warrior one. Sink it nice and deep. Squaring off here. Warrior pose. You square, taking life head on. That's where we're going. And open up to warrior two. And drop your hips down. Lift your head up. Gaze over your front fingers here. Just acceptance of who you are and your power. Reverse your warrior. Reach your right hand back. Open up the side body. Couple breaths. And cartwheel your arms down. High plank. Low plank. Upward dog. And downward dog. Left foot to your left hand. Warrior one. Rise on up into your power here. Square everything off. Breathe. See where you can relax, where can you soften. Really accepting, taking life head on here. And let's open up to a warrior two after about the fifth breath here. And you go warrior two. Drop your hips to the mat. Lift your head to the ceiling. Lengthen out your arms. Try to spread your shoulders apart. And find where you can soften and still maintain integrity of this wonderful pose here. Reverse your warrior. Left hand reaches up and back. Couple breaths. Cartwheel, arms down, high plank, low plank, upward dog, downward dog. Nice big deep breaths. Go into a three-legged dog, into a little flip dog. Some people can grab a full wheel here. Come back into a downward dog. Left leg sweeps up. It's more challenging to the flip dog on this side for me. A one-handed thing, but I just keep going. Do the best I can with what we've got. It's the yogi way. Come into another down dog. Got a high plank and side plank. Left hand up. You begin to raise your hips, raise your leg. Do best not to fall. Really expanding your entire body, getting those side body cores activated. And other side, modify where necessary. If there's anything that needs extra attention in your body, make sure you take that. On a knee and an elbow here on the side of previous injuries, old injuries, new injuries. They're all just learning experiences. I'm grateful for the opportunity to heal. And then we're going to workshop a little headstand here. So basically, if you do not do headstands, this is a good way to begin to do headstands. Just lifting one leg, lifting the other. Just do a few rounds of these every day, and eventually you'll just pop up just like this into a nice solid headstand. Key is getting the hips stacked over the shoulders. The weight should be in your elbows here, not necessarily your head. And here I am showing off a bit. This is what happens when you do a daily practice for years. And it can get quite impress myself quite often. And so just in the headstand, really pressing out your heels and just getting as tall as you can, and keeping toes together as you come down. It's good to take a few breaths here in child's pose. And just let everything kind of reset. And bring your focus inward. Notice what you are experiencing. Noticing your breath. Notice where you can relax and soften. Come up into a downward dog, pedal out a bit. Check in where you're at, where this moment is. Bring your feet on up to your hands. Inhale up, half lift, fold forward. Mountain pose. Let's do some balancing here. A little standing leg raise. Bring your knee out in front. Take a breath. Bring your knee out to the side. Take a breath. Gaze over to the other side, knee back out in front, and then let go of your knee. Bring your toes up to the ceiling. Keep lifting your toes above your belly button. An airplane pose. Kick your heel behind. Palms down, thumbs out. Bring in lightness. And then drop your left hand. Bring your right hand up to the ceiling. Half moon. Go for some challenges here. A block is recommended. You can grab your back leg for the bind. If you're still not wobbling and falling out of it, raise your gaze up to the ceiling. And when you fall, that is a good sign. It means you've updated your balance. Nice work. Shake it out. Come on up to mountain pose. Let's get a standing leg raise in. Side here, leg out in front, deep breath, leg out to the side, right hand out, gaze over your right fingers, and bring your leg out in front, bring your toes up to the ceiling, lift, breathe, and then send your leg back behind, airplane pose, fly around, bring in the lightness. Nice big deep breaths. And go for a half moon. Left hand reaches up to the ceiling. Right hand down to a block. And begin to challenge yourself here. If you can, grab the bind. Raise your gaze. Where can you make this to where you are wobbling and falling out? That is when the balance updates. Shake it all out. Congratulate your standing leg for being awesome. Half lift. Fold forward. Mountain pose. Rise on up. And let's go for a tree. Nice to ground down. Really visualize your roots. Where do you root down into? Where do you find safety? Where do you find purpose? Find things that support you. With that nice visualization of your roots in this world. Reach your arms up and out. And just like a tree, you can just send out all the wonderful gifts you have by just being yourself, being you. It's the best thing you can do for this world. Let's find out who you are and be that person. Bring it down, shake it out. Let's get the other side in. Root down, find your areas of balance, areas of purpose, connection. Reach up and out. Send out your gifts. Those gifts that you give that really fulfill you, give that feeling of purpose, feeling of safety, support. Few nice big deep breaths and then bring it all down. Shake it all out. Yeah, shake it out. Here we go. Like, do a little dance. Happy dance. And all go, woohoo, we made it. We made it through. We through all the hard part. We got started. That's the hard part. Everything else just happens. All right, reach your arms up. Fold forward. Half lift. High plank. Actually, down dog. There we go. Doing a pyramid pose. That's where we're at. Just 1 foot behind. Kind of hips width distance. And just ground everything down. Shake out. Big deep breaths. And switch out your feet. Continue just grounding everything down. Finding those areas of relaxation, softness. You can try to bind here. A little normal bind. And you try to bring in a reverse namaste. Bind. It's very challenging for me. And see what you can do. It's your practice. You got to explore your body and find out what works. I wouldn't do twisting triangle, so here with your right leg forward, left hand down to a block, right arm up to the ceiling. Try to keep your hips level, lengthen and twist, and switch out your feet. And get that other side, right arm down, left arm up. Big deep breaths. Alright, and go ahead and fold forward, shake it all out. Everything dangle. Step back for a high plank. Lower all the way down onto your belly. A couple rounds of locust pose here. It's nice to just kind of get your hands out of the way and lift your shoulders, lift your legs. Say hi to wonderful back muscles. And come on down. You can always try other arm variations. Just do another round. Keep lifting, breathing, stretch long, and come on down. And relax. A little Sphinx pose. Lengthen out. Just a little traction on your spine. And then a little igniting time here. We'll play around with a little camel pose. On your knees, lean back. If this feels good, you can reach an arm back and grab a heel. Another arm. There's a little assistance sometimes. There you go. Toes can be tucked or flat here. And just kind of pushing down with your feet here. Quadriceps should be feeling a little fiery sensation. Nice big deep breaths. Ready here, come on up to a nice neutral spine. It's good to let everything kind of neutralize before doing any forward bends after an intense back bend like camel. I think we're going to do another round here. This might be a little aggressive for some, so you just do what you can here. We're just gonna go right into a wheel pose. Get some nice big deep breaths. I'm trying to center for the camera here. And a nice wheel up on your toes. Try to relax your glutes and your jaw here. If you put your toes the outside and kind of grip the mat with your feet, it's possible to just stand right up out of wheel. I'll do a few more of these show-off moves here. That's what happens when you do a practice consistently, day after day, and about 1,500 days in so far. So, there we go. There's bridge pose is an option here. We'll show you a couple rounds of bridges here at the end. This igniting section thing, we're not really firing up here. And so drop into one more wheel here. And this might not be accessible for most people. And it's totally fine. You just do these here where you bring your knees together, feet together. Press forward with your feet, let your hips rise and grab a bind. Do your best to relax your glutes and jaw. You do these dynamically here, inhaling hips up, exhaling hips down. And you do a few of those every day, and eventually you'll be popping right up into wheel. Supta Baddha Konasana. Just let everything totally relax and soften. Nice big deep breaths. I'll rock and roll forward. I'm going to go into a half pigeon. Just open up and relax your body. Nice full breaths. Starting relaxing your extremities, relaxing your fingers, relax your toes. Softness in your face. And get vulnerable with yourself. See where you're at. And just keep observing where your thoughts are going. Observing where you're relaxing your body. And just do your best to just sink in here. And gently switch on over. Get some half pigeon on the other side. Softening, deepening of breath. See where you can relax your body, relax your mind. Bring in all that softness. And keep checking in with your breath. How slow and smooth and deep you can keep it. How much relaxation you can bring into your body. Just softening everything you can. And come on up. Let's forward seated staff, the Paschimottanasana. Up on your sit bones, keep your knees bent. Stretch up, fold forward. Nice big releasing breaths. Blow them out your mouth. Inhale up, exhale, fold forward. A couple more of those. Inhaling up, exhaling forward. Just releasing, letting go. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhaling up. I'm going to do a nice seat here, and we'll do a little pranayama, the act of getting to know your breath. And so taking your ring finger and your thumb, plug one nostril with your thumb, right nostril, inhale, and then switch and exhale. So you're inhaling in one side nostril, switching at the top of the breath, exhaling other side, and inhale same nostril, and switch nostrils, exhale other side, and inhale same nostril, switch and exhale. Just finding a comfortable pace for you here, inhaling one side, switch and exhale. In this particular pranayama, we're just switching at the top, switching nostrils at the top of the breath. So on the inhale, switch and exhale. It's good to find just your natural breath rhythm here, where it's lengthening but not too challenging. So if you ever feel that under the water feeling where you need breath and you need to do a little quicker or slower, just find your rhythm. Inhaling one side, switching, exhaling the other side. Inhaling, switch, and exhale. Inhale, switch, and exhale. Inhale, switch nostrils, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And then begin to get to know your body here. So sitting up nice and tall, close your eyes, and start to scan through. Bring your focus to the top of your head, to your temples, to your forehead, to your eyes, ears. Notice your cheeks, your jaw, your lips. Notice your neck, shoulders. Notice your biceps and triceps, your elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers. Notice your torso, notice your chest, your ribs, your back, your belly. Notice your spine. Notice your hips. Notice your legs, your thighs, your knees, your shins and calves. Notice your ankles, Notice your feet and toes. And then notice your thoughts. And just take a few moments here to just notice what thoughts are coming from, where, what, turning your thoughts on themselves. So just notice what thoughts are coming up and where they're coming from. Keep doing your best to just watch the thoughts go by. Don't get too involved in each one other than just noticing it and letting it roll. And keep checking in with your posture. Make sure you're sitting up big and as tall as you possibly can. Still in a relaxed, easy seat. And keep focusing on your thoughts. Where are they coming from? And then bring your attention to the focus. So meditation, there's the general just getting to the quiet place of seeing yourself, and then the concentration, the focusing on of one point. So we'll go with a star guide meditation here. With your eyes closed, imagine all the stars in the sky. And look up and find your star, your guidance star. A star that is meant to guide you along your path, your particular path. And so physically reach up and grab a hold of that star and bring it right into your heart. And just notice what that feels like, having your guidance, a star there that will guide you to be who you are, your best version of yourself. And just sit there with that guidance in your heart, holding on. And keep bringing your focus to how you are being guided, that feeling of totally being guided.